Sad. No, by definition, you'd be sad. I just lack motivation to do almost anything, even easy tasks. That is an aspect of depression. So there might be other reasons for why you're unmotivated, but if you're not actually feeling depressed, then you probably don't have depression. Maybe it's a very mild form, but I don't know. Just go to a doctor and talk about it. Thanks for the donation, PP. Dodo donated $2. Blaha's gonna put your ass to sleep, but not in the way you think. His soft-spoken voice is going to put you to sleep. That's how I like when he's doing the bullet pressing and softly speaking about how he wants to nuke Saudi Arabia. It's ASMR, yeah. The good old days.
Hey, it's Jason
All right,
Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and do a video. A radio voice going. Find anything up. He made a criticism of me using a cambered bar, I think, on Christmas Day, but I can't find it on his channel. Someone sent me a link to that somewhere else.
Dude, he's still salty about it. He made a community post, and now there's several clips of me going around making fun of how weak Blaha is. And now he, because he's a fucking narcissist, and he can't handle any criticism, he has to, like, try to take a dig at me.
So, someone asked me, they're like, since you're pretty much doing plant-based these days for health purposes, does Vegan Gains know about that? Has he commented on that? And I'm like, that's a good question. I don't engage the guy. I don't interact with him because there's obviously some beef there.
He watches my streams. He knows. He knows.
He still holds, obviously, very, very negative feelings towards me, makes all sorts of content on me. But here's the thing, guys.
Figo donated $2. If hypothetically Blaha asked you to help him go vegan and train, would you? Or does his past racism turn you off it too much, knowing animals would benefit? If he actually wanted to ask me for advice on how to go plant-based, I'd give it to him. As far as training advice, I probably wouldn't give him training advice. But if he was genuinely asking me questions on how to be plant-based, I'd probably give it to him. Thanks for the donation, though, Figo.
I'm trying to be a more positive, better human being, right? Trying to focus on being a better person, being positive, helping people.
Is that why you're living with a woman who's on charge for murder? Because you just want to help somebody? Or is it that you're taking advantage of a desperate woman?
I have no interest in trashing the guy. I have no interest in smearing the guy, right? It doesn't help me to do so. There's no benefit to me or anyone else for me to trash this person, even though there's a lot of history there. Trying to bury the hatchet with people in general who, unless they are currently attacking me and a major problem for me, and there's definitely some out there doing that, who do make up a lot of completely insidious, malicious lies, pretty much as their career on social media. But, you know, the thing is, there's a lot of history there, and I do feel like at the end of the day, Richard has attacked me because I don't like veganism. And really, that is what it comes to.
I didn't attack him. I was just watching his fucking training, and I laughed at how bad his training was. You're just a lolcow. Like, what? This is fucking funny.
Down to, I understand that he is extremely militant in his position. But, you know, the thing I would say to that is, like, look, Richard, you should probably drop it at this point. I'm over here eating plant-based. I mean, if you looked at my social media, you saw my last grocery cart had tofu and soy milk in it, right? Sweet potatoes. You know, other than maybe my tortillas.
What the he's posting this in his community tab. Dude, this guy is like fucking deranged.
which are ultra high fiber tortillas, and my grape nuts, I pretty much am eating whole foods. But those are whole foods. They're crazy high fiber, and they're made out of whole grains. So I think they still count as whole foods, in spite of a few preservatives or salt in them. Not a big deal. But for the most part, that's what I'm eating. I'm not espousing veganism because I don't believe in the ethical philosophy. I am eating this way purely for potential longevity health benefits, controlling my autoimmune issues.
What a flip-flop. Before he said veganism's an eating disorder, now he's literally eating a vegan diet, although he's not vegan.
Because I've made observations over the years, and when I do lower carb, particularly higher animal fat, all my inflammation issues get worse. When I eat more plant-based, they reduce. There's an obvious trend there, so I'm working in that direction. But the thing is, maybe he'll drop it, maybe he won't. Maybe he has too many hurt feelings. But I'm willing to put stuff in the past with people.
Hurt feelings? You're just a fucking lolcow. I watch you just to laugh.
And I will be the first to say to Richard, look.
Dude, this guy made a community post, and now he's making a fucking video on the same subject. Whose feelings are hurt?
I don't have a beef with you, dude. I don't have a beef with you. See, no need to fight with you, argue with you. And quite frankly, I hope he's doing well. And since he hasn't posted anything in a couple of weeks, I'm looking at that going, I'm concerned. Some people sent me stuff on it. Several people, because they obviously want me to know about these things, had said that he was trying to go for something like build it to a 405 bench. He got injured, and he's depressed or something and not posting.
Has it even been 2 weeks? Yeah, I think it's been about 2 weeks since I posted the last vlog. I'm not injured. Like, technically not injured. I know, 3 weeks. So, I'm not technically injured. I still have the broken elbow and I'm recovering from the tricep tear, but I can train just fine.
All things considered, here, I'm going to be positive. I actually hope that he is doing well. I hope that he does get his depression and mental health under control. And I hope he's able to move beyond it. Right? I hope that he's legitimately able to do that.
Uh-huh. Sure you do.
Because that's part of being a better person, is to wish other people well. And I think that's a big thing that we have to do. Right? So I've said some positive stuff, and I'm like, I would like to bury the hatchet with Alex Leonidas. I don't know that I'll be able to because of who he associates with. That's for Alex. I want to be clear. That is literally my only problem with Alex. That's it. That's the entirety of it. Who he associates with. And there will never be a reconciliation, I do not believe, with the person he chooses to associate with. But at the end of the day, guys, the longer I live, the more I've observed stuff in this community, the more people I see die. I've seen a lot of people die in my personal life within the last year. I've had to make some reconciliations in my personal life. I've had to bridge a lot of gaps. Again, make peace with certain people in my life. And again, I've watched this happen. Seen so many people pass that I step back and I go, is this stuff worth it? Are these petty fights, continual negative stuff about me for no purpose?
That was literally constructive criticism. Like, I just pointed out that he's doing partial reps with a cambered bar for no reason. And he can't handle it. He has to make a fucking community post saying, I'm 47, and then make another fucking video about it because he's so salty.
I would love to put the past in the past in dealing with all these people. I think it's just better for everyone. Like, what are we all? Perfect example. That is causing direct harm with a scam.
All right. He probably has like a fucking stopwatch so that he can see the video makes 8 minutes so he can put multiple fucking ads. This did not have to be 8 minutes long. Oh my god, dude. This guy is so butthurt about me fucking calling him out for his bad training. That's great.